Hi, I have decided to assignment about watching the Fall Rider. And the first questions is to describe parent Corey and their relationships to each other. And I'm gonna describe how the girl and a little woman who had grown up too fast. She understanding so many things around her, and she want to understand too, but the traditions, she's understanding the grown-ups very well to be that small. And she's so strong, I think. Really. I really like when she always say that is their fault and her fault, and even if it's not right for her, she's only should play, but she always blame herself. That's it sad. But otherwise she's really she wants work. And her grandfather, I think, is very kind, gently, but he's thinking the traditions too much. He's always saying the traditions, you should do it this way. But it's not working anymore. And he feel very bad for that, because he really wants. His wife understand that, and nobody else understand that, but he don't do it. And he was so sad when he understand in the beginning, when she was born, that this wall rider is not gonna come. So he's always blaming her. I don't think he's blaming her for he don't love her, but she's thinking about that. And that's why their relationship together is not so good. Because she always feel this thing inside her. She need to prove for him that she can be better. That she can be more like a boy. But how can she do that when she is not a boy? So that is a big problem in the relationship. But he loves her. That you understand. So yeah, that is the first question. And the other one is how in one of the scene with the broken boat is too much for her. She's showing him that she can do this, and she stand up for herself. But she's really saying that I can do this. I can find this broken rope, but the boys is only allowed for it. So that's why I think he's become too angry at her. Because she's showing something new. She do something different, and he don't like it. And that's why he becomes so angry. Because he's blaming her for the goats are gonna be angry at them. And the next year is going to be worst, with the wall rider is not coming back because of her. Because she's a girl and she's standing up like that. That's why he's becomes too angry. And I think more that he's become too angry because he knew already that all these boys, no one of them were the right one. And I really think that he's already knew it. But he cannot say that to himself. He need always to prove. Because he's still too sad. It's have a mission inside that he's never complete for himself. And that's why he becomes so angry. And yeah, it's really sad. And in the end of the movie, I like the end really much. Then it's finally she showed that after everything she had proven all the movie that she can, and he never believed her. But she finally proved that a woman can do it, and she's the wall rider. But in the end too, he was never too shocked. When you saw him, in the scene that she's riding away on the wall, he's standing, but he's not looking too shocked. He's looking like he knew it all the time, But I think it was more hard for him to understand it was a girl who did it. Maybe his traditions, he was growing up with nobody else can do it, and he really wanted to believe that was the same way. But you can even see his wife become angry at him. She was too tired at him. Everybody was too tired at him. That he's always did the same things and the tradition. He was really rude to everybody. And in the scene, he understand that he is wrong. He cannot. There's gonna be changes. And maybe he was too scared. But she really proved that you can do this. Even if everybody say that it's your fault. She always did the tradition. But she becomes stronger person. But she always listened to him. And I really think that it was, for him in the end, he finally understood that this is a new beginning. And he was sad in the beginning, but he was the one who was sitting and holding her hand in the hospital. Because he was too scared to lose her. And in the end, you can saw he was smiling and he was really happy. He was so proud of her. Because he had finally let out his the old traditions. He have always have a stone or something in his heart that he cannot let go. But now he finally did it. And there's traditions. I think it's a really lovely thing. It's really important to have traditions. You learn from them. The history. It's really, really important to know about the history. There's one of the best of it, I think, is school. It's one of my favorite too. And tradition and history are the same. But the difference is traditions, we cannot do it anymore sometimes. Tradition we can do, but in other level. Because the society is growing and is become different. And how can we do the traditions if we hurt people's feelings? We hurt people not even the feelings, we hurt them for who they are, and we let them never grow, we never let them thinking. And that is, I think, is very wrong with traditions. Like he showed in the movie. She was the all the time she was the one, but he never let her go. And that is, it's important. That was really good to learn about the movie, that you need to let things go and see in the beginning, but still have the tradition, because still you really learn about it. And how is New Zealand and Sweden together? And I think they're very similar. New Zealand is a really beautiful country when you see it, and it's like the same in Sweden. It's not so much fighting, and that is like the Sweden too. And the democracy was very in beginning in New Zealand, or in the beginning 19th century, like the same in Sweden. And the people are open-minded, like in Sweden. So I really believe that it's like quite the same to each other. But I like New Zealand more, like we have the Sam people. And these Sam people we don't know so much about, we don't learn so much more about it, and these traditions. But in New Zealand, when you see the government, they have Maori people, maybe I say it wrong, Maori, they have a lot of things they still can say. And that is really good. And New Zealand is a bit the government, I think is a bit different with that. But otherwise, New Zealand is quite the same. And the traditions that explained in the movie in New Zealand is have changing. Like I told you, and they made the traditions. They're growing up. They become different with society on the same time. But still, they have a lot of traditions. If you go to New Zealand, you're gonna see, I have never been there, but I have friends that have been there, and I read about it now. you can do so much about the alternate editions. So that is the same like the movie and the society, but still the society, you can have other choices. So that's really cool, and I hope this is yeah, I hope it answers all the questions, and it's, yeah, you understand. Thank you, bye.